Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island preview. There's a new structure in the swamp, and the Vikings are back. The Curse of Oak Island team unearths a new ancient structure in the swamp, and they learn more about how the Vikings may have traveled to the island. This week, the History Channel airs Season 11, Episode 18 of Oak Island, and the show is called May the Norse Be With You, an obvious clue that the Vikings/Norsemen will likely feature. In the meantime, Billy Gerhardt has uncovered yet another human-made structure in the swamp. On this occasion, it's a wooden wall. Geoscientist Ian Spooner is on hand to point out that the red clay found by the wall is the same material found under the stone roadway, which would push it further back, and some theories on the roadway dated back 500 years and more, which could mean that this wall is incredibly old too. We already have structures such as the paved area dating back to 1200, so this new artifact is another piece of an increasingly complicated puzzle. The guys have spent the last couple of weeks exploring the possibility that Templar knights visited the island in the 13th century and constructed several stone monuments, including Nolan's Cross, as markers for hidden treasure. And last week, a discovery of an artifact that may be linked to the Vikings led historian Doug Crowell to theorize about a collaboration between the Templar Knights and the Vikings. Did the Vikings and Templar Knights work together to bury treasure on Oak Island? Professor Adriana Vespani stated previously that only the Templars would have the know-how to build such structures in alignment with the stars in the 13th century, and Doug pointed out that the Vikings are thought to have reached the east coast of the Americas long before Columbus. On tonight's show, the guys welcome another expert who fleshes out the theory that the Vikings did, indeed, have a working relationship with the Templars. A revelation that delights Rick Lagina. The History Channel episode synopsis reinforces the above by stating, "The Brotherhood uncovers a new structure under the swamp, and a new theory suggests the Vikings worked with Templars to help them get to Oak Island." Lateral probe drilling set to begin at the garden shaft. The show has been awash with theories in the last few weeks, and viewers may be forgiven for wondering when they will get on with the digging. However, the Dumas miners are making steady progress in deepening and securing the garden shaft, and once that is done, they will begin lateral probing from the side. Dumas has already recovered a lot of wood beams suspected of coming from the elusive tunnel leading to the baby blob, so we can expect their probe drill to start following that line either this week or next. In the dim light of dawn, the swamp on Oak Island looked as mysterious as ever. The air was thick with fog, the kind that clings to your skin and fills your lungs with the scent of earth and secrets. For generations, this small island off the coast of Nova Scotia has been the center of tales and legends, a place where history and mystery intertwine. Treasure hunters, historians, and enthusiasts have long been captivated by its lore, and now a new chapter was about to unfold. The Lagina brothers, Rick and Marty, had spent years unraveling the enigmatic threads of Oak Island, from the infamous money pit to the tantalizing clues scattered across its landscape. They had dedicated their lives to solving its riddles, but nothing had prepared them for what they were about to discover in the swamp. It began with an ordinary day of exploration. The team was conducting a routine scan of the swamp's murky waters when their equipment picked up an anomaly. Excitement buzzed through the air as they quickly set to work, dredging and digging with cautious determination. Hours turned into days and days into weeks, but their perseverance paid off. Emerging from the depths of the swamp was a structure unlike anything they had seen before. Constructed from heavy timber and reinforced with iron, the structure was ancient and sturdy. It appeared to be a dock or a foundation, but its purpose and origin were shrouded in mystery. The timbers were weathered yet preserved, suggesting a long history that predated any known settlements on the island. As the team examined their find, one word kept surfacing in their discussions: Vikings. The notion of Viking presence on Oak Island was not entirely new. Previous digs had unearthed artifacts that hinted at Norse explorers, but nothing definitive had ever been found. This structure, however, changed everything. Its design and materials bore striking similarities to Viking shipbuilding techniques, leading the team to speculate that it could be part of a much larger story, a Viking settlement or outpost. The discovery sent shockwaves through the archaeological community, Experts in Norse history and Viking exploration were called in to lend their insights. Dr. Ingrid Holm, a renowned Viking scholar, arrived on the island with her team. Together with the Legina brothers, they delved into the structure's secrets, painstakingly uncovering each piece of the puzzle. Their efforts yielded remarkable finds. Viking tools, remnants of pottery, and even a carved runestone were retrieved from the muck and mire. The runestone in particular was a significant discovery. Its inscriptions spoke of a journey across the sea, a quest for new lands, and a treasure hidden away from prying eyes. The text was cryptic, but it pointed to Oak Island as a crucial waypoint in the Vikings' expeditions. The media frenzy was immediate and intense. News outlets around the world picked up the story, dubbing it the Viking Connection. As the world watched, the team continued their excavation, driven by the hope of uncovering more clues about the island's past and the fabled treasure that had eluded so many. But the swamp held more than just ancient artifacts. Strange occurrences began to plague the team. Equipment malfunctions, sudden illnesses, and unexplained accidents cast a shadow over their work. Some of the crew whispered about a curse, an old island legend that spoke of doom for those who sought its secrets. Others dismissed it as mere superstition, but the tension was palpable. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the swamp was bathed in twilight, Rick Lagina stood alone by the structure. He stared at the timbers, his mind racing with possibilities. What if the Vikings had indeed left a treasure here? What if their presence was more than just a passing visit? His thoughts were interrupted by a rustling in the reeds. Turning, he saw a figure emerge from the fog, an old man, weathered and worn, with eyes that seemed to peer into his very soul. They were here, the man said in a voice raspy with age. The Norsemen. They came seeking glory and gold, but they found something else, something dark. Rick's heart pounded. Who are you? The man smiled, a sad, knowing smile. I am but a keeper of stories, and this island it remembers. The swamp, the land, the stones, they all whisper the truth. But be warned, treasure hunter, not all secrets are meant to be uncovered. With that, the old man turned and disappeared into the fog, leaving Rick with more questions than answers. The days that followed were filled with renewed vigor and caution. The team pressed on, determined to unlock the mysteries of the Viking structure and its implications for Oak Island's history. Each new discovery brought them closer to the truth, but also deeper into the island's enigmatic past. As summer turned to autumn, the swamp began to yield its secrets grudgingly. A map, engraved on a silver plate, was found buried near the structure. It depicted Oak Island with markings that matched some of the known points of interest: the Money Pit, the Nolan's Cross, and several other enigmatic locations. With the map in hand, the team embarked on a new quest, guided by the ancient lines and symbols. They uncovered hidden chambers, long-forgotten tunnels, and evidence of a complex network of traps designed to protect something of immense value. The curse of Oak Island had never felt more real, and the stakes had never been higher. The discovery of the Viking structure and the map suggested that the island's secrets were far older and more intricate than anyone had imagined, and as they delved deeper, the Legina brothers knew that they were on the brink of a revelation that could change history forever. But the curse, the old man's warning, and the island's restless spirit remained a constant reminder: some mysteries are best left unsolved.